beginner girls floor, lesson 2, and intermediate girls floor, lesson 6. We're going to work on our backwards rolls, doing backwards roll stations and then backwards roll progressions. Okay? We have 3 stations to start with. Okay? Station 1 is going to be, and before you even start this, I would line them all up and teach them the correct arms. So, backwards roll, we're going to do arms here. Yep. So hands are going to go flat onto the shoulders, and elbows are going to squeeze the face. I call it a 4-eye princess. 1, 2, 3, 4 eyes. If she loses an elbow, she doesn't have 4 eyes anymore. She has 3. If she loses 2 elbows, she has only 2 eyes. We want 4-eye princess. If an elbow drops, then the roll will not be straight. It's going to go crooked and wild. Okay, so it's important for them to squeeze their face.
But not those that much squeeze because that's even.
Okay. Then I would put my hands here and say for them to push my hands up. Push my hands up into the air. Okay, good. Keeping the elbows next to the face.
And make sure you don't arch.
Don't arch. But the most important thing is that they learn how to push. Some people have no clue how to get their arms straight. So you're just going to say, push your arms straight. Okay? And then that's what we're going to work on. That sometimes it's hard for them to click. Make sure that clicks with them first before they start going to even the stations. Okay. Now, the next one here is they're just going to roll back into that position, put their hands flat, and then just put their feet behind them. That's it. No, please don't do that. You can roll back. Okay? So, sorry. Don't go all the way around, okay, sweetheart? Just like that. Okay? She's going to squeeze her face. She's going to put her hands down. No dancing hands. Feet are going to go in the right direction. This teaches them to go in the right direction. Sometimes their feet go like wild. We want to teach them how to have their feet go in the right, correct direction, and how their hands should be and how their arms should be. We're just working on that right there. Some things that people want to do is when they sit, sometimes they want to touch the ground when they sit and then put their hands in position. That's going to be incorrect. That's a fall. They can't touch their hands like that. Okay, hands are only going to touch one time and stay down. So they start to stretch. When they squat down, their hands go into position and then they stay there. Squeezing the face. Good. Okay. Over here, we have a raised surface because sometimes that makes it more fun for them. It could be flat too. It's okay either way. But they're going to stand on the surface. Turn around the other way, sweetheart. Thanks. And you're going to put your hands down. You're going to touch your head. And then you're going to stand up into a stretch without fancy feet and fancy hands. Sometimes they want to move their hands and their feet to stand up, or they just go down on their knees, or they let their arms drop. This is teaching them how to push to that stand without. Okay, so just show them the right way though. Yeah. So the feet are going to stay planted, hands stay planted, head touches, and then they push up to a stand. Okay, that's how the backwards roll should finish. So that's the start. This is the end. Now we're going to put it all together. Okay? Come on over. This one's going to start on the ground. We're going to use the wedge to help us roll. Okay? So we're going to do stretch, squat the hands in position. She's going to use that push that we talked about, and then standing all the way up using that push. If they can do it legs together, nice and smooth on their own without dropping their elbows, not hitting their knees, just beautiful like that, then they can go to this station here. Okay? This is going to be station 4. If they have a hard time with station 3, they need to go back to 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 until they get that in the groove. They get that in a groove and they can do station 3 on their own. They've combined it all together, and then they'll go to station 4. Station 4 and station 3 is going to be where the spot is. You're going to help them learn how to push their hands and get the weight off their neck so their neck doesn't hurt. So then here they go down the same incline. Okay? They're going to go down like an incline just like that one. This one's a little bit smaller. You just take a panel mat and unfold it one time to make it that incline. Then the next one is going to be over here. Okay? This one is a regular panel mat. You're going to fold it in half. And then take that, one of the halves, and make it all the way out. It does make a difference for the kid though. Okay, stretch, sit, push to a stand. Okay? And it's very important when they're putting their feet over that they push with those hands like we talked about at the beginning so that it relieves any pressure from their neck and then their neck is not feeling ouchy. Okay? And then if they can do that, they can go to the last station and put it on the blue line. See if they can put it on a whole line as if they were practicing on a beam. Excellent. Thank you very much.